What's going on, guys? This is Rick with Hit the Bell. Just giving you a quick heads up, we are still experiencing a little bit of audio issues with our recordings. We are currently looking into different ways of recording our sessions, and hopefully you guys can stick through it. It's not terrible. My mic comes through a little hot. Theirs comes through a little low with a bit of an echo, but it's not noticeable once it gets going. So enjoy.
That's what I love about this mic. Can you hear like when I'm talking and still doing it?
A little bit, yeah. I
I
can.
mean, I can't because I'm deaf.
Well, that explains quite a bit.
On the recording, like stop clicking when I talk.
It don't matter.
Hashtag fidgety.
When you do talk, we don't listen anyway.
I'm leading this.
Klimp's going to lead us, but before he does, I'm going to go ahead and say welcome to Hit the Bell, everybody. And I wanted to say something real quick. We did record a third episode fairly recently, but it came back ineligible to play. The echo was so bad. So we had some severe technical difficulties. After that, just had a hard time getting together. I had a family member that passed away, and Klimp, for the first time in, 2 weeks, can finally talk. So why don't you go ahead and lead us off with that, buddy?
Yeah, so that was a fun experience. I don't recommend anyone getting their tonsils removed. Unless you medically need it like I did. You got to. Otherwise, don't do it. I couldn't talk. I couldn't eat. I lost 5 pounds. I quickly gained it back. Don't worry. It's me. I gained it back pretty quickly. But yeah, don't do it. Not fun.
Didn't you like make a trip to the emergency room and everything too? Like,
Yeah, that
because
was
you were
fun.
bleeding and puking and all that.
Yeah, so with tonsillitis, or tonsillectomy, not tonsillitis, my bad, tonsillectomy, it forms like scabs in the back of your throat where they removed it. So if the scabs peel any early, voice crack a little bit there, that was rough. If they peel any early, they can start bleeding. And they could possibly keep bleeding, which happened to me. It wouldn't stop bleeding, so I had so much blood built up, like just bleeding down my throat. I started puking blood. Sorry for the graphic image. So I had to go to the ER, and I had to get them to stop the bleeding. So fun times, because I don't like doctors to start. So going to the ER is always fun.
I mean, he makes it sound more serious than it actually is. Like, he was kind of just being a big baby about it.
No, I actually was bleeding a good bit. I mean, you're not supposed to bleed and continuously bleed, so it's not a good thing.
I don't know. I think a real man would have just sucked it up.
Real man would have still got on with his boys to play some video games.
I couldn't talk. I wasn't even allowed to talk.
That'd have been the best part about gaming with you, is not hearing you talk.
It's better if you're on it and you just go, not
I
be
couldn't
able to
make
speak.
noise, bro. It was rough.
Honestly, it would have been better if you were just on there. You could have just been like,
I ain't gonna lie though. For the first at least a week though, they had me on heavy pain meds. I wasn't functioning.
well, yeah, because they put you on hydrocodone.
Yeah, I was not functioning, cause I had taken it every 4 hours.
Yeah.
So every 4 hours, I was out like a light for a decent bit.
Right. Sound like you said,
It was rough.
My question about that, because you were basically so out of it, and it was it was a solid two weeks or something.
Well, I was on the pain meds for a week. Then I personally chose to stop taking them because I didn't feel like I needed them anymore.
No, that's fine.
Even though I could have taken them for the full 2 weeks, but I was just like, I don't need it. I'm fine.
My question is, like, with your schooling though, like how, like, did you just not do anything, or were you doing school?
Let me go off of my professor real quick because I was just
Well, yeah,
ring about this before we recorded.
Segue.
So obviously, medically excused absence with the university. Teachers are supposed to, accept it and make accommodations.
Yep.
Every professor was fine except one. Every other professor was like, "I'm so sorry you got to do this. I hope you get well soon. Hope everything goes good. We'll push this assignment back." I had professors that the assignments that they push back is still not due for me. Like, they're like, "We're pushing this way back for you. we'll record the lecture and send it to you so you can just watch it on your computer and not get like behind. Every professor was super accommodating, except for one.
Which one?
To say his name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
Don't say his name.
Nah.
I mean, say it, we can post.
Well, anyway, this Professor S, I'll say that much. Emailed me back and he goes, "This is not a hybrid class. Get notes from someone else." That was it. Not like a "hope you get well soon." I apologize, but I don't record lectures. Can't send you. He literally just straight up said, "Get notes from someone else."
What a tool.
It's not my issue. Good luck. And so technically, I'm not even off medical leave until Thursday. But there's a test, and we're recording on a Tuesday. There's a test tomorrow, and I have to go. I have to go and take the test because he's not going to push it back for me.
So there's this really fun thing you do called emailing the academic chair or the dean and taking care of that shit, because I'm having my own issue with that, where I'm still waiting to hear back from my academic chair because I haven't taken 2 of my midterms yet, and a third test that are all honor locked because honor lock just decides it didn't want to work for me. So I'm in a constant battle with my professors, and I'm like, fuck this. I'm just going to take it to the academic chair.
Yeah, I should.
Honestly, if they don't do anything with it, then you take it to the dean.
Yeah, I should. But because I currently have, let's see how many PowerPoints. I have to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 PowerPoints by tomorrow. All PowerPoints about 30 slides each. So yeah, fun.
Yeah, don't think I didn't catch that.
Slides.
Slides. So yeah, fun time. Having to study my tail off. I had a test today too, but it was easy though. I wasn't really worried about that. It's a pretty easy class.
Now, how are they going to test you on next semester for golf?
Bro, yeah. So I'm taking golf next semester because I've never taken a class just for fun, like a fun class, just because I can. So I'm like, you know what? Last semester of college, why not? I had a buddy who took a bowling class, and they're kind of aligned the same because it's bowling, golf, not really educational per se. He said they're like it's an easy. It's just basically the fundamentals is what you get tested on, and the rest of it is like just competing against your classmates.
So my only question is that, well, 2 questions. One, are you gonna get any better at the sport? Because I don't think you are with this class.
If I don't, then that's my professor's fault, not mine.
Nice.
No, not necessarily, but
Hey, I'm a good learner. I'm a good learner when I actually go to class.
Yeah, right. The second question is there a particular requirement, like you have to take X amount of credit hours for any particular reason, or you just decided, fuck it, I'm just gonna take this class?
Just decided why not. I've never taken a fun class.
Okay.
Because I'm graduating a year early, so all my semesters I have been like nose to the grindstone. I'm taking as many classes as I can without getting too overloaded. I'm gonna knock this crap out. And so I never just took a fun class because I'm like, oh, I need this class space for a class to my degree.
Mm-hmm.
So I was finally like, you know what? Even though I do already have a full schedule without this golf class, I was like, why not? I'm gonna do it.
All right.
right.
Fair enough.
See, I would talk trash about your golf game, but I lost 2 out of 3 top golf games to my girlfriend last week, so I ain't got room to talk right now.
Yeah, and from what you sent in the video, her golf swing is atrocious.
It is, but every time she hits,
So it's his.
I swing like a baseball player. I'm not. Yeah, my swing sucks, but her swing, like I don't know how she does it. She makes contact and it just somehow finds the fucking points. And I forgot we were playing for points, and I was just gripping and ripping, like our Lord and Savior says, and it just. I forgot, and I looked at the score coming up to like the last 3 shots. I was like, I'm gonna lose this.
That's what I do at talk golf is I never think about the points. I'm like, you know what, I'm going back net or it's not like I failed.
Yep.
And so I just rip it and not even think about points. Like,
Exactly.
Savior John Daly once said, an icon. So, go? You want to transition into the world of
The
what
Braves.
the happened in professional baseball?
Hey, they're up 3-0 right now.
About 3-0 right now. I saw that message you sent, Ray. They better win this.
Dude, if
Because
they
I know
win.
everyone but people in Houston want the Braves to win.
Fuck the Astros. Except
Dude.
for Correa.
So true.
Yeah, true. I don't mind Altuve.
No, fuck.
He was one of the cheaters.
Altuve.
What? Hold up. I said cheaters. God damn it.
Yep.
Hey, I don't pay attention to baseball until like this year for the most part.
Yeah, pretty much.
So,
Fuck Jose Altuve.
Yes.
okay.
He's like
Short.
Swan.
I just think it's funny because he's so short.
No, he's tiny.
Yeah.
No, Carlos Correa I like only because I want him to come to Detroit, so I'm a little biased.
How about them Braves? Y'all said
Dude.
nobody thought we could do it when Ronald
Okay.
Jr. went down.
Yeah, so the last podcast that came out was before the playoffs even started, and apparently Damon and I don't know shit about baseball.
Pretty much.
I never lost.
I don't wrong.
Our office nailed the end season when it came to acquiring players. For our outfield, the changes and the new acquisitions that they made, they're the reason we're in the World Series right now, and they're the reason we're going to win the World Series, was those acquisitions. Don't get me wrong, our current players we have were great.
I would say that and Freddie Freeman decided to fucking...
Peterson, I mean, all of them, bro, are just fantastic.
I mean, big cock jock, man.
You know what scares me, though? I don't think he'll leave, but he does have the possibility. Is Freddie Freeman's technically free agent after this season.
He's not leaving.
He ain't gonna go
I
nowhere.
don't think he will.
Dude, he's been with the Braves like they're in his entire career. He's not leaving.
That's a
He's
long
like
time.
he's gonna be there until he fucking retires. For better or for worse.
Hopefully.
And Miggy
But our
actually didn't have
bullpen-
a bad season this year either, but those first couple before that,
Our bullpen's been coming in clutch. He's
and
relieving
even with
pitcher,
what's
AJ
his nuts going
Minter, Tyler Matzik, been killing it. The night shift, as Matzik likes to call it.
Yep.
Even like your bullpen and your starting rotation, like with Freed going down, I thought, oh fuck, well, that's a huge loss.
Yeah.
But you guys have been fucking killing it on offense, man. Like, let's be real. I've been looking at the scores of these games. It is always a high-scoring affair. Like, all of the World Series games so far have been total runs have been over 10 easily.
Yep.
I mean, it's nuts how little defense is being played.
Yeah.
Or how bad the pitching's doing.
Yeah.
On both
and
sides.
when it comes to pitching, back to the Braves, Ian Anderson.
Ian Anderson's a fucking
Bro,
dude.
what baffles me is he's 23. I'm 20. Damon, you're also 20. Rick, you're old.
Well, fuck.
So I feel like I've accomplished nothing when I watch him pitch in the World Series. I'm like, oh crap, this guy's pitching
You
in
want
the
to
World
talk
Series.
about that? You want to talk about that? There's a 20-year-old who is younger than both of us, Klimp. Oh wait, no, I take that back. He's slightly older than us. Who is the starting right tackle for the Detroit Lions?
Oh yeah, that's true.
He just turned 21 in October.
Yeah, that hurts.
Yeah. And he's like supposed
Speaking
to be
of
the next
Detroit.
Christ. I don't want to talk about it.
How's the season going there, bud?
You know, honestly, I thought there was a lot of hope after the Rams game because we played our asses off in the Rams game. Nope. Nope.
I mean, we can always talk.
Brownie Brits.
We can always talk about your 3-6-1 Kraken also.
I don't want to talk about that either.
I mean, you guys are doing great.
But they're looking like
Dude.
turds. We're gonna have to get a mascot name change.
No, let's not say they. There's specific things going on here. One, Baker Mayfield is not good, and he's injured.
Not playing well. I had so much
Two.
hope for him. I'm like, oh, he's on the come up. He's gonna be like an elite quarterback. He
Just
disappoints.
opening a body armor.
Disappoints.
No.
Man.
On top of that, you've got a team who literally leads the league in rushing, and the coach is like, nah, we're going to pass 3 times in a row and go 3 and out. Oh, it didn't work. Next possession, let's pass 3 times in a row and go 3 and out. With a guy who can't put the ball on target to OBJ, of course, when he does, Beckham fucking drops it. But still, you've got the best running back core, even with the backup, a third stringer.
Darren Johnson's a fucking G.
Yeah. Yeah, I put
Dude.
him on my FanDuel money thing this week.
That dude okey doked 2 Steelers in 1 move. I mean, he has great vision, great moves. I don't know why they don't run. Just run the ball. Just come to terms with it, Stefanski. I know you got great receivers. I know you got a high-profile quarterback. We'll say that. Run the fucking ball. That's all we want.
And then you have the people out there, the OBJ lovers and OBJ himself going, oh, OBJ's not being utilized like he should. It's not... Like, yeah, he could be utilized more, but from how they're performing when they try to utilize it, it's not working out.
Utilize it?
Keep beating a dead horse.
Utilizes?
Yeah.
Utilizes it. But you can't just keep beating a dead horse like you said.
It's true.
It's gonna keep going 3 and out. You gotta focus on what's working, and the run game's working. So why not, focus on it more?
I think the experiment with OBJ in Cleveland may not have been as fruitful as people would have hoped.
True.
And that goes for, there's 2 sides to that coin. One, I do think that OBJ is not being utilized enough. He's not getting enough targets during the game. But that's also on Baker Mayfield in the game script for not putting the ball where OBJ can really catch it.
Yeah. Or
OBJ
giving him the opportunity to be open.
OBJ himself, though, and that's the second part, just has not been performing to the level that everybody thought that he would when he came to Cleveland. I remember when he came to Cleveland, I was in Cleveland the night they announced the trade because I was there for a college football visit. That city went fucking ballistic when he got traded to them. They thought it was the next fucking coming of Christ. I am not kidding. It was ridiculous.
I mean, it was hard to believe.
I mean, yeah, it was super hard to believe because you're like, why are the Giants trading OBJ to the Cleveland Browns?
Yeah. And
he didn't go to a contender. He went to Cleveland. At the time, Cleveland sucked. Really bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really bad. I mean, like...
They look like Detroit looks now.
Yeah.
What was that you just said?
I said they look like Detroit looks like now. I know you hate how I say Detroit. I say Detroit. Get over it.
And you're wrong.
I don't care.
Anyway, so I do think that the organization handled it at the trade deadline by not dealing him. I thought that was good. I think that shows that there is some faith in OBJ to have a good second half of the season. Now, after that, if it doesn't work out, part ways, we're done. Because I think it's for a free agent after the season anyway.
And that's fine. I mean, you've got Rashad Higgins, you've got Donovan Peoples-Jones. Honestly, they need to just move Felton to some kind of slot. I mean, he could possibly be good as a third-string running back, but when you got someone like Dearness Johnson, you got Kareem Hunt, you got Nick Chubb. Sorry, dude.
I don't know if you knew about this, Rick, but obviously I'm following the trade deadline. I was kind of surprised that the Lions didn't move anybody out. Like, I wasn't thinking we were going to be buyers. Like, if we bought someone at the trade deadline, I thought it would have been really stupid that we did. We didn't. I'm glad we didn't. I was a little surprised that there wasn't any movement by us selling like Trey Flowers or anything like that. But I was paying attention to the Cleveland Browns because I saw that OBJ was a big name that could have been traded at trade.
Yep.
He didn't. But there were talks that the New Orleans Saints there was a deal that they were working through with Cleveland Browns to get OBJ. It didn't go through because he was owed a lot of money.
Yep.
A lot of money.
Jameis wouldn't have found him either, so.
Well, as soon as Jameis went down, like their season's done.
Trevor Siemian.
Trevor Siemian or Taysom Hill. Trevor Siemian still came in and beat the Bucks. Like, let's be real.
That's true.
It's true.
I thought, it's over. They lost. No, he's like, I got this. They hadn't thrown a touchdown since 2017.
Yep.
I believe, was it the Browns?
I don't remember who it was, to be honest.
I don't think so.
He played for the Browns for a minute, I thought. No, I'm thinking of Brock Osweiler. Brock Osweiler played for the Browns. Denver. He played for Denver.
That's it. Yep.
He played for Denver.
But back on the Cleveland Browns trade thing, I don't see them doing it this season But I kind of want to see it because I want to kind of see how they handle it. I want to see them trade Kareem Hunt.
Honestly, I don't think they will, but in the off season, if they wanted to, they could easily give him off, get some trade picks, some pretty good trade picks for someone like Kareem Hunt, because Dearness Johnson could easily fill that role today, yesterday, last week, last season even. Dearness Johnson could probably start for at least 6 teams right now.
And there's plenty of teams that will gladly trade for Kareem Hunt.
Oh yeah.
Or Dearness Johnson, but
Or-
Yeah.
Johnson's younger, so
I say keep Ernest Johnson, trade Kareem Hunt, get what you can for him.
Yep.
I agree.
Because I think it's gonna help. It would help them in the long run. They don't. If two-headed dragon in the backfield is good. Three-headed dragons are a bit overkill in my opinion.
Yeah.
When they need that wide receiver help, kind of, or go for a corner, or even just for picks to fill those positions in the future.
Ugh. That was a good one. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You good? There, I returned the favor.
There we go. All right. Sorry. Continue.
That was about it. That was all I had.
I did see some shit though, like OBJ, like before the trade deadline ended today. Both he posted something on his Instagram, something like maybe the OBJ and Baker Mayfield and the Browns experience didn't work. He posted something like that and deleted it. His dad, however, posted an 11-minute long video highlighting how his son wasn't being properly utilized.
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Without being specific, I forgot who it was specifically.
It was his dad. It was his dad.
As a Browns fan to OBJ, later on, bro, take off. I mean, honestly, if you don't want to be here, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
No,
And that's
I
kind of
agree.
the Cleveland mentality. Is that
Yeah.
Cleveland Brown mentality? It's like, yeah, you may be talented, but if you don't want to be here, bye.
Fuck off.
Yeah. People actually want to be here right now. If you don't want to be one of them, later.
Exactly. And Cleveland needs people that want to be there. Because if you want to be somewhere, obviously you're going to put in more effort and you're going to try harder. And you're going to
Yeah.
perform better because of that.
Exactly. And that's proven with somebody named Myles Garrett who wants to be in Cleveland and is absolutely destroying quarterbacks right now.
You mean
Wow. While being held the whole time. That man can't catch a holding call to save his life.
So that may just be a lack of talent. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. That's fucked up. Hey, Klimp, did you watch Squid Game yet?
No.
What game? Squid Game.
Squid Game. Like,
When I was
we're like over a month. We're over a month behind on that to try and talk about it.
Watched it when you were at your house.
Yeah, I should have. But like I said, I was sleeping the majority of the day, every
Also,
day.
watch it in Korean.
Yes, if you Korean with the subtitles, you have to. So good. It's so good.
It's so good.
Speaking of which, I'm going to go get water.
So good.
Thank you
Just
for listening to the podcast.
right. Well, while he's gone,
Full interruption.
since we
Sources.
never really got a chance to talk about it, even though we're a month behind.
Still recovering, so I need to drink water so I don't overdo it.
That movie, I guess, or TV show, it was a TV show, absolutely took over the world, and for good reason. It was so incredible.
Oh yeah, they did great. They did
Yeah.
great. It was like great acting. It was a great concept as well, and the way they just executed everything in it, without going into too much detail, because I know Klimp hasn't watched it yet. It was fantastic. Lot of things that we weren't maybe expecting, or that maybe we were expecting. I'm not going to go into too much specifics because, again, Klimp hasn't watched it. Meaning, watch it, you stupid motherfucker.
Exactly.
I got 4 tests this week. After this week, I'll have a little more free time, and I will.
Their tests are named Lori, and Lori.
Ethical issues in management, marketing, logistics fulfillment, and organizational behavior. Thank you very much. No, I got the joke. It says I'm telling you what my classes are testing me.
Yeah, tell the world that your classes. Hey, by the way, he goes to Auburn. His classes are XYZ. His address is something. I don't remember the street name, but if you pointed out the name of the street, I probably would remember it at that point.
Damon, I've moved since you've been here, so you don't know.
You didn't move to a new
He's been to that house.
Oh, I forgot you've been to
And
this house.
stupid.
I forgot you've been here since I moved in this house. Well,
You're an idiot. I stayed in your guest room.
forgot about that. That's
Get
actually
rid of that,
when you got
idiot.
that hat because we went to Birmingham Barons game. That same
I'm
trip.
wearing a fucking hat. You're an idiot. You know that?
Minor league team for the White Sox. Woo!
It's the only reason we even got it.
Michael Jordan.
Oh,
Kobe. I just think
I know. Like, what did that have to do with anything?
I don't know. I was just going on the basketball track now. Speaking of which, basketball season started up, and the Pistons suck.
True.
The Pistons are terrible.
Hawks are doing all right.
Now the Hawks have a better chance of doing anything well this year.
I mean,
Than
we
the
made the
Pistons,
playoffs
so.
last year, and we got more people, so I think we can go playoffs again.
And Rick's just gonna shut up because he doesn't know anything about basketball.
Not a thing.
How about them cracking though?
You guys are not good on defense at all.
He-
Offense not too bad, but defense.
For some reason, there's always that little tiny piece of me that just needs a little bit of torture whenever I pick a fan base. A little tiny bit. Par for the course with this Kraken team. They're great on offense. I think their
Yeah.
offense look great. Goalies, you can't rely on them to win games for you if your defense isn't there.
True.
So I don't blame Grubauer. I don't blame Dreger or whatever the fuck the guy's name is. I don't fucking care anymore. I don't blame any of these guys for not stopping the puck as much as they should. Now, granted, I mean, you can blame them a little bit, but I don't blame them entirely. The defense just isn't there. Like,
Right.
you thought, we thought that our defense was going to be a focal point of this team. We didn't even think our offense was going to be that good. Especially when we started the season with Gord out. Like, we didn't think shit. It's turned into the opposite, which, that's not going to win us a ton of games.
Your offense is very aggressive, and that's hard to find, especially in a new team. Like they're super aggressive, great passing, but defense can't keep up.
I think Gio was a great pick from Calgary in our expansion draft because you need a veteran captain presence, and I think Gio was the best person for that.
Yeah, 100%.
Plus Gio's, he's a talented player even at his older age. Like, I don't care what anybody says. Jordan Eberle, even though he just only got his first goal, I think last night, he's been doing very well with his assists, and he moved the puck around very good.
I knew he'd be good.
Yanni got a goal in, I think, his second game.
I was waiting for you to look at the jersey, Rick.
Yeah, baby. So, he's doing great with them. But the people that are standing out are people I was not thinking were going to. Like, Hayden Fleury, dude. That guy had a 2-goal night, I believe, in the second home game that we had, that we won. The first one that we won at home. I was like, holy shit. This kid's like 22, 23 years old and has never played a real set of hockey at the pro level like that, and he's playing out of his mind. Fleury's been playing great. I want to say there was one more, and I can't remember his freaking name. I don't know.
Can we say how fucking sexy y'all's home stadium is? Holy shit, did they do a good job?
Yes.
Beautiful.
So good.
Well done.
Yeah.
The goal horn, too, have you heard it?
No.
Dude, it sounds like a old ship horn. It's
Nice.
fantastic.
That's awesome.
Dude, Climate Pledge, I definitely, and I will put this out here now because, again, I'm going to Seattle in the summer of 2022. For
You'll love it.
We need to go. The 3-4 of us, if Josh wants to go. We need to go to Seattle.
Right, we have to get Josh to go
During
somewhere.
hockey season. Yeah, right. We need to go to Seattle during hockey season. We need to go to Climate Pledge, and we need to go to a game.
Yeah.
I
I'll
don't
be
care
like
when.
out of school, so that'd be easier
You'll
for
be
me.
in
to
school
do
already.
that.
So I mean, like you'll hopefully have a job, so you can actually. Hey,
I will have a job.
I
I have
don't
a
know.
job offer already. I already have a job offer, so if I don't get anything better, I'm taking it.
What is it with Enterprise?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to work for Enterprise though.
It's actually a great company to work for. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm talking about the pay, dipshit.
The pay is actually really good.
What do you get paid?
For what, if I start full time, I'll be at 48,000 a year.
Right.
Yeah, it's nothing to bat an eye to.
Yeah, when I start full time, that's when I'll be making.
Okay, well, I won't talk shit then, because I, as a nurse with RN degree, I'll be making roughly the same, so.
So.
I won't be talking that much shit then. Anyway, but no, we
Plus
need to
two,
see
because building on this enterprise. Plus two, since I'm still interning, I'll be an assistant manager within a year, and then I can be up to the 60s after that.
But again, that's if you want to work for Enterprise, if you don't find anything else that you really like.
Yeah. But plus two, with as fast as I can promote, it may be worth it to stay.
No, I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that
Because within 3 years, I can be making 6 figures.
Yeah. If
Like
you want
3 to
to
5
if you
years.
want to get to the GM
If I
level.
stayed, well, I'd be an area manager. That'd be when you get to
Area
6
manager,
figures.
yeah.
And then after that, it's like RVP and all that.
Yeah, that's pretty high up at that point.
Yeah. Once you get RVP, you're pushing like 500K.
Probably, yeah. And in Alabama, you know, you can buy a, 3-story mansion for about like $3.
Yeah, money goes a long way in Alabama.
Well, because of the shit
So does
people
family.
to live there.
He almost lost it.
Spit!
Come on now.
That took a lot of power. That took a lot of power.
Spitters or
Oh,
quarters.
Bears up 5-0.
Ooh,
Yep.
very good. Anyway, so back to my point. Seattle, I've never been. I'm going in the summer. I will let you guys know right now. We need to go.
I love it up there.
Sounds like it would be a great thing to go for like 4 or 5 days. Go see Seattle. Go to a hockey game.
Dude, there's so much up in Washington to see. The whole rainforest, Mount Rainier, shit like that. It's gorgeous.
Yep.
Even the city of like downtown Seattle, there's so much. 'Cause I was
Downtown Seattle's
in there.
not downtown. I went down to the wharf right down there where they throw the fish and everything. So weird. Like I was walking down there with my buddy, and out of nowhere, these people just ride right on by in the middle of the road on bikes, about 12 to 13 men and women just butt naked running by on their bikes. And I'm just like,
Like, wait.
and I looked at my buddy. I was like, what did I just see? And he just goes, yeah. I'm like, all right, that's Seattle, I guess.
Normally,
Oh my God.
Sometimes you just gotta let it breathe.
sometimes you just gotta let your shit breathe.
I just don't know how you get out on a bike naked. Like,
See,
All right, let me
I actually,
continue your
I was
conversation.
watching World's Dumbest, the TV show, and they were talking about like this bike race, and it was clothing optional. It was like a mountain bike race.
And,
So they were talking about like when you stand up to paddle, you got you got some flapping going on, especially on a mountain.
Yep.
I was like, and it was like showing like the audience watching the mountain bike race, and there's like kids standing there. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Oh, I couldn't imagine.
I'm looking up flights to Seattle just to see what the price would be.
Hey, did you guys?
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You got hype as shit.
I did, because I just thought of something.
Go ahead.
Everyone, listen to this. Go invest in some Shiba Inu cryptocurrency.
I'm not investing in fucking crypto.
You should, because
Should bring up some crypto shit.
I've already more than quadrupled my money.
I give you $4 and I'd quadruple it again for you. Like, who cares?
Actually, I almost 10 times my money. I put in more than I thought. I put in about $35, and my $35 is already worth $200.
Not bad.
That's actually not bad at all.
And so I own over 2 million Shiba Inus. So if it gets to half a penny, I'm a millionaire. So,
You better sell right away.
oh yeah, facts.
I'm looking at Delta. Delta's got a round trip, $386.
Still is Delta.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You ain't got no room to talk. You can't afford to fucking sneeze. If you can get on Delta, fucking get on Delta, bitch.
Or to sneeze.
I really can't.
I'm looking at Southwest because we talked about
That's
it
what
a
I'm
lot.
looking at.
I had a. I'll go into a slight detail because they've already heard about it. I had a little bit of an issue with Delta Airlines. They decided that they wanted to, when I originally booked my trip, they changed my first flight to a point where I couldn't even make my flight because I was working, and I couldn't make my flight, so I had to change that already once. And then while I'm in Cleveland, they tell me, hey, by the way, your connecting flight to LaGuardia was canceled because of overbooking. So I had to switch that again. So, yeah. Now, I will say their customer service was very helpful in getting it solved and switched around, but why was I having to switch it in the first place?
Right.
See what I mean? Let's see what
I'm looking at Southwest right now.
Let's see. I'm just gonna put a date of April 2022 because it really doesn't matter. 243 with a one stop in
Round trip, how long?
243 for the first flight.
I found one for 203. Departing 4 p.m., arriving 8:30 p.m. Not a long layover. You got one stop in Denver.
$500.
This is round. That's not round trip.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, you're
Chicago,
looking.
okay.
Yeah, you're
Probably
about 500 bucks.
$500.
Yeah,
Give or
4 or
take.
5, maybe 6 if you want to go something like peak timing and peak
Yeah.
day.
Or $500, so it's like that's not that bad.
I
For
better
a
start
flight.
saving.
Yeah, you better start, and you better start saving, boy.
Yeah.
We'll go without you.
Yeah, I know you would.
Real quick.
I was just-
Dude.
My
For
work
real.
is right next to the train track, so I'll just hop on the train and I'll work my way to the West Coast.
Dude, if I had enough time in vacation for a train ride, I would so take a train across the fucking U.S.
I'm not talking about like purchasing a ticket.
Oh, I would love it.
Train hopping.
I would love to take a train.
Matt, Rick. Speaking on that, actually, my grandparents did that when they went from Ohio to Washington, and they said it was fantastic. It was $1,800
Yeah, it's expensive to take a train and twice as long.
money to take a train versus flying,
Yeah.
but
But don't trains have like more accommodations while you're on?
you
the
get like
train?
a sitting car, you get the whole you get the room and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a nice experience to do once.
That's what I'm saying. It's just once I want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like 18. Well, and it was the two of them. It was like $1,800. So really, it was like $700 a piece with tax. You know what I mean? So not that bad.
1,800 divided by 2, 700. Quick math.
I said with tax, dickwad. Plus you had baggage fees and everything.
Just don't bring it back. Just wear the same pair of clothes. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have showers in those things? 'Cause that's gotta be a multi-day thing.
It's,
I think so.
Yeah, it's come like a week. It's
Yeah.
like a week to get out there.
Yeah, I was about to say.
If they don't on the train, whenever the train stops at stations, because they do
Oh, okay,
end up
yeah.
stopping, then you can probably shower at those
I
stations.
was about to say, yeah. 'Cause I'm one of those people. I gotta shower at minimum once a day, if not twice a day, or else I'm like grossed out.
Okay, you're weird.
Bro, I like to be clean. What's wrong with that?
I shower once a day.
Bro, these days I shower 3 times a day. I ain't gonna lie, 2 or 3.
That's why your water bill is fucking ridiculous.
That's a lot.
Water's included in the rent, so I don't care.
Ay, ay, ay.
Hey, did you guys see that video that's been going around lately of that chick that jumped up on a Maroon 5 concert and like hugged on Adam Levine? So like, in the middle of a concert, she jumps up and like hugs on him, and he shrugs her off and gives a real dirty look, and he's like, ugh, and everyone's like attacking him, saying like, you know, you're a star, you should be ready for this and this and everyone else, like the smart people, are like, if that was like a chick and some dude jumped on stage and did that, he would have been cleaned right away by security, absolutely demolished.
She had her own movement because of
Yeah.
that.
So it's like
Had
that double
her own
standard.
movement. Yeah.
Same Doja Cat.
But I'm just saying, like you can't get this dude, like this dude Adam, like he's a married guy, he's a dad. Like, yeah, he's gonna be a little. He was just purely upset, and I don't blame him. It's like he's there to perform and do his job. He doesn't need you jumping on stage and touching him. I couldn't get over it.
Time of such cleanliness and separation.
Right.
He may not want to be within, that 6 feet of people.
Right.
I don't know, obviously his personal health choices. Everybody's got their own decision. So that could gross him out or, anything.
It just the biggest thing was that double standard, like in comments about it and everything, is just why would it be okay for her to do that and he should be used to it, but the other way around, and some dude has to go in freaking hiding.
Speaking of the double standard, I don't know why my For You page on TikTok has just turned into people talking about the double standard. And there's this guy talking, he made a TikTok. His mother-in-law asked him, like, I want you to make me, not care like a guy doesn't care about stuff. And he goes, you couldn't handle the trauma. Because guys can't even handle the trauma they go through to be to that point where they just don't care anymore.
Yep.
I was like, dang, that's deep.
There's a couple good, well, I mean, obviously, but there are a couple of good TikTokers that that they do videos about men's health and stuff like that, and some of the like they speak some truth. If you get to a point and you ask a man about something and he's just like, I'll figure it out, that's a dude you don't want to fuck with, because he's already past that breaking point and he just doesn't care anymore, and it's hard to save him, and that's some shit you got to watch out for.
Yeah.
For real.
So another thing on current news, actually released today with Henry Ruggs.
Dude, stupid.
In a homicide, or DUI ending in a death. And he also just had a kid. So he's a new father.
He never plays another down in football.
Yeah,
He's
honestly.
in jail. He killed somebody because of his bad choices.
The dude makes
just had a
$5 million
kid.
year.
Technically, he's a role model to people out there. Why is he out at 4 a.m. drinking, let alone driving while drinking?
The dude makes $5 million a year and can't buy a fucking Uber.
Yeah. Or he's not even that. He's too stupid to buy an Uber.
Yeah, that's just it. It's just stupidity.
That's literally what it is. It's stupidity. It's immaturity and stupidity, and it literally makes me sick watching people throw away their lives like that.
I'm not even worried about throwing away their lives. I'm worried about the person that he killed.
Oh yeah, obviously that too.
It ended unnecessarily. It ended a life because he made a stupid decision.
Exactly.
And I just do not understand.
And then you got a kid who's not going to grow up with a father for a period of time because he's going to jail.
Oh yeah.
It's 2 to 20. The charge is 2 to 20 years. 2 to 20 years. I agree. He deserves a full sentence, but he's a millionaire. He'll pay his bail to start at least. But yeah, it's sickening.
Seriously, I honestly hope he gets a maximum sentence, because that's ridiculous that he decided that was a good decision, that he needs to go drive while drunk or high or whatever he was doing. It just said under the influence.
Yeah.
He could have been intoxicated. He could have been inebriated.
Yeah, I saw some articles that said under the influence, and I saw some that specifically said drunk. Not 100% sure what it was. Could have been, that or something else.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point in the game.
Yeah.
You made a stupid decision. You had plenty of money that you could have gotten an Uber or figured out an alternative port of transport. Called
a teammate.
Yeah.
He was in Vegas. I guarantee you could have called any teammate on his team, and they'd been like, "Yeah, I got you."
Call your coach.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have been, as a coach, I would have been more happy that you called me and said, "Hey, coach, I'm a little fucking under the influence. I can't drive.
Right.
Can you come pick me up?" I would have much rather had that phone call than the one that he's getting now. Hey, by the way, your wide receiver's going to prison.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Fucking stupid.
You can't teach stupid people, and it doesn't matter who you are, what gender, what fucking race you are. There's just stupid people in this country that are just you're never gonna teach, and you're never gonna teach stupid people to be smart, because they're just gonna be back to being stupid.
They have to want to learn.
Yeah.
And there's some people out there that just don't.
Yeah. True that.
On a lighter note, Braves up 6-0.
Nice.
Yeah, it might clinch tonight.
Home run to put them up to 5.
They should clinch tonight.
I hope.
Yeah, if the Astros come back down 6-0, I'm gonna be hysterically angry.
If anybody comes back in the middle of game or in a series, it's going to be against an Atlanta team. So,
It would definitely be against an Atlanta team.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can sit on that for a minute.
Soak it in.
Yeah, the pain.
Gosh.
So I'm just gonna. I don't know how long we've been running. I think we're gonna get pretty close to the end here, but I know that our setups are a little different for each of us. I kind of want to go in depth and talk about like what we have in our setups or what makes our setup kind of unique. You know, just kind of a little light thing to end the podcast on. And I know I'm taking over a little bit, but kind of explain a little bit of pieces here and there because I know Rick just rearranged his and everything, and I could rearrange mine with a couple of different flags and everything. But
I'm supposed to have a really dope flag right here, but it's not here.
start with me. Don't start with me. All right?
I mean, he was only in St. Pete the other day, but whatever.
I don't want to talk about it.
All right, well, I mean,
And they did a trip up here.
Damon, those are your ideas.
I'm off tomorrow.
I mean, I'm not technically, but I can probably make a trip.
Go ahead, what you got? Where's your beautiful,
Anyway.
you don't have your beautiful lights up.
Yes, I do have those. I forgot about that. One second.
There we go. Little mood lighting.
Wait.
Jesus. What are you rocking for a mic?
The same one Klimp has. It's a
Yeah.
blue
Yeti.
Yeti.
Okay. I gotta upgrade mine soon.
So I'm rocking a mini Yeti that I have to hold because
Right, you
my
got the
little
mini-
is sitting on my bed.
You got the mini, I got the, like,
You got the
regular.
full. You got the full.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't have a desk in my house because I am relegated to my one little room that, you know,
Doesn't have the space.
doesn't have the space. So my laptop's on my bed, which is totally fine.
Yeah?
This is my closet. I have 2 flags. My hands did not reflect that. 1, 2. Obviously, they've been the same for the couple of
Yeah, I thought you were gonna rotate your flags out because you have a bunch.
I do. I have like 8, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 6. I got 7. I have 7. So I could, but the part of me is that it takes a lot for me to rearrange them, and some of them aren't as big as the others. Like this one is bigger than the BMS flag that I have that's on my wall over there
Right.
She said.
by like that much. So it's really stupid. So I have to like rearrange everything, and it's a fucking debacle. So
Right.
no, we heard it. It just wasn't good, Clem.
Well, Rick laughed. You can,
He popped me a little.
I've got like 8. I've got like I said, I've got like 7 flags. I think I'm gonna have an 8th coming in fairly soon. I forget what it was, but I basically just am using my bed and I'm holding my microphone.
Right.
So,
yeah,
and then
you're,
these shitty studio headphones that I got when I bought my microphone.
yeah, we'll go in order from worst to best, so I'll go next. Ricky rocks that is better setup.
You have the best. Come on.
Yeah. So I made the unfortunate decision of renting a 3-bedroom house by myself in
you're an
college
idiot.
on a college budget. So I turned one of the bedrooms into a sort of office because there's literally nothing in here but my desk and a set of lockers. So I got a flag. I need to switch it out. I did for the recording. That was no good.
You
But
put the
yeah.
Auburn flag up.
Yeah, so I have 8 flags. So I'm one above Damon. So I have plenty to switch around throughout episodes. So next one I'll switch it up. But basically I just got a laptop sitting on my desk, ring light, mic, my Beats Studios, and a couple monitors. So like when I'm looking at the Brave score, and a water bottle.
Nice. I do know that there is one flag you won't be able to rotate in there, and it's the Country by the Grace of God one, because that one is just ginormous.
It'll fit. It'll just take up the entire wall.
It's ginormous.
Yeah. Stonewall
Right.
Country by the Grace of God. Brantley Gilbert flag. Thank you to my sister, Erica.
Who
Shout
found
out.
it in the back of a trunk
Yeah, something like
in a
that.
rental car or something.
Something like that.
Sounds about right.
All right, Richard.
I mean, I don't have anything special. I got the gaming PC, the BiPower. I got 2 Asus monitors, one flipped vertically, so that I have the Google up, I have Discord up, I have Streamlabs up, and my notepad on that, so I can keep track of everything because I have to do the recording. And then I have full screen over here for you guys, recording with a Samson USB mic that I'm going to upgrade soon. I'm rocking the Razer camera with the ring light attached to it. I don't use a ring light because it's too bright. So, but
So that's just your laptop that produces that light? Your computer or whatever?
the light from that you see is from either the 2 monitors. I also have my LEDs on the back of my TV right over there. I set them on white because, I mean, if I change the LEDs to that, you'll see the color in the room change.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yeah, that's all I really rock with. I mean, I got the House Mormont from Game of Thrones. I got the Game of Thrones pops, my Yanni Gord signed Lightning jersey. It's actually a Greyhound jersey. That's his minor league jersey. Agent 47 from Hitman. You got Yoda that is going to probably make his way out as soon as I can get that Browns flag. And then that's basically it. The only reason I have so much stuff is because, I did a podcast last year and I wanted to set everything up. I had a different setup for that, though. I was over in that corner. In the background was the staircase lit up.
You know what I just thought of when you said Browns flag? I'm a diehard Falcons fan. I don't even own a Falcons flag.
Yep.
I have a Lions flag. I'm embarrassed that I own it, but I have it. I'm also embarrassed with how many jerseys I own, too. I own 4 Lions jerseys.
The only one of us without a hat on.
You have a Braves hat that you can put on?
No, I don't own a Braves hat. Actually, I do own a Braves hat.
Then go put the Braves hat on.
Yeah.
Support your team.
I'll be back.
Run as best you can.
Way to make him get up to go get a hat with like 5 minutes left in the podcast.
All right.
Oh my God. Yeah, we
Oh, man, when he gets back.
that's all right. We said before that we're not going to be releasing every week. I don't think we intended on missing like 3 weeks, but family things happen, technical difficulties happen,
Yeah. Unfortunate,
Every week's not going to be exciting. I mean, if you happen to stay with us this long, you heard us bullshit about ticket prices for planes. I'm sure that was interesting, but like, still, like, we got plenty of stuff we
want
could.
to talk about prices for tickets. Let's talk about the prices for that hockey game that you're supposed to get booked.
You're the one that's got all the damn money in the account. You grab it. Jesus.
I get paid on Thursday, honestly.
I get paid on Friday. I'll look it up now since we're waiting on Klimp. Look up, because we got 6 of us going to the Lightning Kraken game.
It was 5.
5.
Me, my brother,
Yep.
Josh, you, and Diana.
Yep.
You don't have a Braves hat, do you?
It's at my parents' house.
Oh, okay.
So I'll stick with the PSG.
Well, if you wanted to make the trip down for, 3 or 4 days in late November.
Bro, I can't even afford the gas to get there. Don't even try me.
Don't you have a Southwest credit that you need to use?
I use that to get to Baltimore when I went to Baltimore.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you went to Baltimore. Forgot about that. How was Baltimore? I think you told me, like...
Fantastic trip. It's only like
kind of a
45
shithole
minutes.
city, though.
No, so there's parts of it that like it's kind of like you were talking about like before. Like there's like parts of Cleveland you just don't go to. There's parts of Baltimore you just don't go to.
You don't go
But
to East
like
Cleveland.
it's downtown Baltimore, I loved it. I ain't gonna lie, I fell in love with Baltimore. It's somewhere I actually plan on going back to for another vacation. But I mean, it's driving distance, like 45 minutes, maybe an hour to Washington D.C. So we went to DC, you know, did all that stuff. I learned how expensive it is for crap in DC. I got like a 3-egg omelet and a slice of toast for $20.
Yep.
It really made me angry because I was hungry the rest of the day because of that.
You're like, I'm not buying shit.
Yeah, it was fun though. It's a fun trip. I recommend it.
All right, what do you got, Rick?
I'm looking section 322 starts at $93. Fucking Christ. Section 309 is 77 each. 308, 307.
Oh, there were ones in there that were like 64.
That was like a week ago. 77 looks to be the cheapest right now. That's on tickets on sale. That's the website I'm on. So,
yeah, go to
looking up.
Ticketmaster.
Yeah. But it's gonna be it's probably gonna sell out one just because it's the Lightning. Yeah. But you got a new team coming. You got Yanni returning. He's gonna get a big ass pop when he comes in. And we got November 26th. 5 tickets. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 322. It's a corner shot in the very back. It's 61.25 each. It's not terrible.
Ones that are like 64.
64. That's also 30. That's at 306.
End zone. Sorry, I gotta use football terminology. I've never gone to another stadium for anything. Behind the
fucker
goal.
said end zone. My God.
I've only ever bought tickets for football games. I don't know the terminology.
You've never been to a baseball game? Well, I mean,
I was like a baby. I went like to a couple Braves games before, or not Braves. I've been to a Braves game, but when I lived in Florida. I went to a couple Braves games. Yeah, but you don't really buy tickets for that.
Hey, dude, they're like $6.
Really?
Yo, and you get
Oh, well, I never bought them.
There's still plenty of tickets available.
Yeah, there's plenty. I don't think we're gonna have to worry about it. I think we were just worried about the prices.
Well, you can even top up add like another $10, and you can get like some pretty significantly better seats.
Yeah.
You ain't even going. Shut up. You ain't spending nothing.
Yeah,
I'm trying to help you guys.
Come down to Florida and go to the game with us.
Exactly. I'll pay for your gas. Done.
Hey, I know you. I should not have asked you that. I know you would.
You already.
What happened?
I should have never said anything.
Yeah, there's plenty.
$20?
Exactly. Oh no, with Biden in office, it might be a 200.
No, because I can normally get there in a tank and a half. And a tank and a half back, so you're looking at
180.
what gas costs me now, about 200.
That's what I said.
200 bucks. Maybe don't drive a truck.
Not old enough to run a car, so I don't know anyone with a car that will just let me use it.
I was just saying, don't drive a truck. Like, own a different vehicle.
I like them like
Section 319. Ooh.
Like trading it in and getting something like a car or like a smaller SUV.
I think you need to get a smaller SUV.
But I use the truck bed for so much.
For what?
When I move stuff. Like,
yeah.
How often are you moving stuff?
I moved like 3 times. I've helped friends move before.
Yeah, because you're the only one with a truck.
Yeah, if you didn't have a truck, you wouldn't have to help.
For example, when my recliner broke and I had to take it to get it fixed, I was able to just throw it in the back of my truck, drive it over there, get it fixed when it was done.
Wait. You took a recliner to get fixed and just didn't go buy a used one?
It was a free fix. I still had warranty on it.
Oh, okay. My apologies. I thought you like went and paid to get the thing fixed instead of just going and buying a new chair.
No, it was still on warranty.
Okay. I've never bought new furniture. I don't know. And
it was nothing like major. It was just like the footrest that kicks out, the like piece of wood in there snapped in half.
Oh, okay.
Stop jumping on your chair.
New furniture. Yeah, stop jacking off on your chair.
No, it's because when I kick it closed, I kick it closed.
Well, don't be stupid.
I want to make sure it closes.
Oh, sorry.
Doesn't it have a handle also to make it nice and easy?
Mine doesn't have, it's like a little like flip of like just flip the thing out and it pops
really
open and kick it down.
Fucking
Cold
bougie
water.
ass. It's bougie is what it is.
And then my couch is electric, so it is bougie.
Yeah, his couch is electric. It has buttons.
Electric recliners on both sides. Not the middle though.
You put sugar in your coffee, don't you?
No, I don't.
He
Okay.
doesn't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee anymore, but when
Oh,
I did,
okay.
I only put creamer.
Still a bitch.
I
Anyway.
put stevia in mine. Shut up.
I don't put anything.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I don't want to just taste like. Bleh.
Or taste the actual ground coffee, the actual flavor of the coffee.
I get
That's why you don't
people
buy
like-
don't buy Maxwell House and Folgers.
I don't buy from Maxwell House or Folders. It's like the Aldi's gourmet brand because it's cheap.
Bro, no.
All you're doing is brewing dirt.
Expensive coffee.
Spending the extra
No,
money
it's
on
just the one
coffee
who
is
told
worth
you
it.
about expensive coffee, Klimp.
I've been
bought
drinking coffee since I was 5 years old. What are you talking about?
I'm talking like the really gourmet shit that I paid $25.
It was 15 years ago.
My dad's been buying fancy coffee my entire life. I know fancy coffee. I knew fancy coffee before we met 9 years ago, however long we've been friends.
Almost. It's almost.
Yeah.
2022 it'll have been.
Jeez, we're getting old.
Shut the fuck up. I will fly up there and just smack the shit out of you.
Do it.
How old's your oldest friend, Rick? Or friendship? How long was that?
My best friend Tommy. We've been friends for, let's see, I'm 38. We've been best friends for 32 years. Yeah. That's Kenzie's godfather. Dude's awesome. Yeah. No, so he's the kind of guy that like he never like paid attention in school type thing. Like was never there. Smartest dude I know, and it pisses me off. I'm like, how do you know so much? How the like? Oh, it makes me mad.
See, that's what I tried to do in college, but I just like
Doesn't work.
pass.
I fucking go to high school for 4 years and I'm still dumb as shit.
True.
I'm retarded.
I guess we'll wrap it up on that note.
Right.
We could. How long are we going? How long have we been going for?
Just about an hour.
For a good bit.
I mean, we can go over a little bit. I mean, we haven't put out an episode in 3 weeks.
Yeah, but do people actually listen to it?
Yeah.
I know.
For the first 10 minutes, and then we start talking about plane tickets for 20 minutes.
Yeah, and we all look down or look over on our computer monitor to look them up.
Hey, I went on my phone.
Yeah, you don't have another monitor.
No, I don't. I do have
Or
a
bad.
MacBook Pro though.
Not a fan of Apple computers. So.
I love my MacBook, dude. I love it.
Get a HP Envy.
Not, no, I
That's-
mean, like I don't.
sounds like an
Windows
STD.
or anything like that.
You need to clean yourself.
What?
Sounds like an STD. You need to clean yourself.
HP Envy.
Hey, wrap it up.
Got that HPMV. I'm sorry, dude. Sorry.
Sorry to hear that.
How long do you have?
Right?
Knowing me, not long.
You gotta hit that big head on something.
Do you have? Come on.
Yeah, for real. I'm 20.
Are you gonna be able to drink coffee after this?
Nope.
No, because I still have. That didn't fix my stomach issues. That was the stomach issue.
Oh, I thought it was that your tonsils were causing the issue.
So your tonsils are messed up. Your stomach is messed up. Jesus.
Actually, my entire digestive system is messed up. To be honest. So,
When are you going to go to the doctor and get your vagina fixed?
Yep.
I don't
Oh.
know. You go.
Jesus.
For me,
That's
Great. Glad we needed to know that. Glad you put that out in the world.
right.
I don't care, bro. I'm an open book. You can ask me literally anything. I'll answer it.
How many freckles do you have on the backside of your ball sack?
I don't look at the back.
He took it seriously too.
That's
the back of my ball sack.
and that's why we wanted to wrap it up 2 minutes ago, because it's gotten to that point.
We should probably wrap it up now, because it can only get worse.
Yeah, so we're gonna wrap it up on the ball sack.
Yep.
So thank you guys for listening to us. If you actually made it this far, we appreciate y'all. Hopefully our goal is to not have as big of a gap as we did between last episode and this one. So be on the lookout for another episode, maybe within a week or two.
Yep.
We'll get this one uploaded shortly to YouTube and all other listening platforms. Love y'all.
Take care.
I'm Jack Niehofer.